I think there's a spider on the wall over
your
there.
prerogative. I don't do spiders.
There's a dot, and I don't know what that dot is.
Well, then I'm gonna.
But it's a hole in the wall.
But it hasn't moved.
I'm gonna piece out, and you can piece pipe. Ready, set, go.
Hey, all right. Welcome to 3/3 Game Nerds, and we're doing a 3-part special. This is part 2, and we're talking about weird things we collect. So I guess it's my turn because I'm in the hot seat.
And because you're the weirdest.
Yeah, but this collection's not that weird. But is it that weird?
No,
I guess it's weird because I don't use it very often.
Yeah. That, but also I feel like it's less common than either of our.
Yeah, it is. Sure. It's less and less common nowadays.
You like how we're teasing them the whole time?
What is it?
It's
chickens.
Pipes. Tobacco pipes, to be specific.
To be legal.
No, because I don't like the whole glass pipe thing. I don't like that. So I go for pipes, but
because he's old.
So okay, here's the story of why I started collecting them in the first place. Before I start showing off the collection, so me and my friend one day we were working together, and we just looked at each other and said, we need pipes. So we were going to start a pipe club, and it turned into me and him going to a store, finding pipes, figuring out how to use the darn things, because if you don't know what you're doing, it is the hardest thing to light in the first place. So we went to the pipe shop, bought a couple of pipes, bought some tobacco, tried to figure out how to light the thing, how to use the thing, and it was a pipe club for 2 because we could never get anyone else to join the stupid thing.
Because you didn't have any friends.
So, oh shoot, and I left my first pipe in my car.
Womp, womp, womp.
So, whatever. I'll talk about the other stuff. So,
maybe they'll get a picture of it later.
Maybe.
We'll see.
So, but anyway, the hardest thing with a pipe is figuring out how to light the stupid thing, as I've already said 4 times. Took me about a year or 2 to figure out how to light it and keep it lit. But it helps to have a good pipe. So, I will start with my best pipe, which is this one right here. It is my most expensive one. Ashley got it for me for my anniversary. I don't know how many years it was, but...
is there a pipe anniversary?
Pipe-iversary, sure. It's wood.
The paper... is the wooden anniversary?
Yeah,
was it?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know, because I got this too. I got an awesome lighter. Which the lighter's actually got the multi-tools built in that you need for... packing and lighting the pipe and cleaning it out.
Ooh.
And see, the pipe is at an angle because when you have a shush, because when you have a regular lighter and you light a pipe like this, you burn the hell out of your fingers. Well, this one's got an angle, so you don't have that problem.
Oh no, burn!
See, it's pretty smart, and I'm actually surprised it lit because I've had so much problems with this damn lighter.
I wanna light it.
And here, play you pyro.
Oh,
see, it doesn't like you.
Ha! Yes, it does. Honk.
Okay.
Nope.
Aww.
So, what's funny, though, is that she got me a different pipe that was actually like a pocket-sized one, and I'm like, I don't really like that one because it makes me look like I'm smoking something that I shouldn't be. So I traded it in for this one, and this thing is awesome. It stays lit. It lights easily. It smokes very well.
And bubbles don't come out of it?
Oh, I do need a bubble one.
Get a bubble one for Finn.
Yeah. That's a good idea. He can be Squidward.
Twinsies.
So another one, this is a funny story. So I got a tiny corncob pipe. And the reason this is my second one, because I had a full-size one, and it got left outside, and then it rained. And the whole thing went... And so that pipe got ruined.
Popcorn.
So wet popcorn.
Yeah.
Ugh. So I got this tiny little one just to remind me of that one that I got in Colorado when we got stranded in Hawaii.
Okay.
There's a whole nother
Hold on. I'm not talking about the fact of the story. I'm talking about the fact that you said we got it in Colorado when we were stranded in Hawaii.
Yes. Should I tell this long story?
No, I just want to
But make
understand.
it very short?
Were you in Colorado or were you in Hawaii when you got it?
I was in Colorado, but that was after being stranded in Hawaii.
Okay, after being.
And
That's
having
not what you
and
said.
having
You said,
to.
wow.
I know, but I got your attention. And we were driving home from Hawaii. Does that make more sense?
Congrats. You're driving home. Yeah, it totally makes sense.
That's a fun story.
Eric believed you for a second.
We literally did drive home from Hawaii. That's a long story. I'll save that for another time in a random thing, I guess. So yeah, that's my tiny remembrance of that story. This one, I have no freaking clue how I got it or where I got it.
It's very interesting looking.
I know that it is based on the 1800s. I think I got it in Old Salem. It's based on the 1800s. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm remembering more about it. Because we got it when we visited where we live now, and it was kind of the remembrance of that trip. And of course, this was when we were scouting out where to move to, and now we live here.
Really?
So,
We don't know these stories.
no, you don't know a lot of these stories.
I don't know your life.
But the thing with these pipes is they're made out of ceramic, and in history when they used to smoke these, all the men would be in a big group. And they would smoke their part of it, and then you'd break off the tip and pass it to the next person.
Oh, is that why it's so long?
And they would smoke their part and break it off and pass it around. And they keep passing it around until it was totally broken off, and then they were done with the meeting.
All right, then.
So that's the history behind these. They were a one-time use. Of course, I've never broken it, so I'm surprised it hasn't broken.
Yeah, I'm actually very surprised it hadn't broken. I didn't realize it was ceramic until you started tapping it.
Right?
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, you realize I was like,
No.
I don't want to break it.
Right?
No, I'm not worried about breaking it. I'm just not weird.
Oh, I forgot about the fourth pipe. That came in a sheath that I didn't even know about. This one,
How does that make sense?
you will like this one. Okay, so this is my pipe from Lord of the Rings. This is Strider's pipe. I use this every time I go to the Renaissance Fair. It's my nice long one. It's really hard to hold in your teeth. But that's the one that I always use at the Renaissance Fair, and everyone always stops me to ask me what I'm smoking because the tobacco that I use is very aromatic, which is the ones that I like. And they're always like, "What are you smoking? Because that smells so good." And it's either peach melba
Ugh.
or it's like a city in England that it's named after. And it's not like Wales or any of that
Wales
stuff.
isn't in England. That's
Shush.
a different country.
Shut up.
All right.
Anyway, I'll think of it eventually. But I always get stopped when I'm smoking that one, so that's kind of a cool one. And I just like slip it into my belt like that. So that one's fun.
You wear your belt really high.
My pants are way up here.
You urkel it.
And then this is kind of a random thing because I also have some cigarellos. This is from a place that doesn't exist anymore, but it's Bootleggers, which is actually like a 1950s themed restaurant that was an actual hideout for Al Capone.
Thought you were gonna say it was like a speakeasy.
It is a speakeasy,
Okay.
or it was. Now the place has been shut down again. But it was a speakeasy, and they actually had a part where you had to what's the password to get into it. We never got into that part, but they had really good prime rib. But it was a really neat place because the whole neighborhood was a maze, and we actually lived in that neighborhood, so you can easily get lost in there. But they made it like a maze because when the police were chasing Al Capone to his place, they couldn't figure out where the heck he turned, and he'd lose all the police, and he'd be all stuck driving all in circles while he was at his place hiding. And when the police got too close, he would jump in his boat, ride down the Fox River to his hotel that he owned, which is still there today in St. Charles.
And that's Adam's random fact for the day.
Well, I always gotta have something. You know, I'm full of stories. Apparently, I've been told I'm full of stories, which most of them I make up. But I'm full of stories. Okay.
You didn't say they were factual stories.
I never said that they were factual.
Storyteller.
So that's my strange collection. Put
that in your pipe and smoke it.
God. So stay tuned for part 3, where this guy's going to tell us some stuff about what he does with things.
That sounded weird.
Things.
Stop.